Hey YouTube, welcome to episode 10 of Survivor Australia, my review video. What an exciting episode last night was. It was very enjoyable to watch, especially for me because about time Kat left. It's definitely something that just really needed to happen. Her game was fizzing out, and I think the nail in the coffin for her was just the way that she played the game with Rowan. I still believe if they played it the way they did on episode 9's Tribal Council, she would still be in the game today. Because I think Rowan would have got him over the line in this last challenge, and obviously him not being there, and he was a big, he's a big, part of the tribe. From a physical standpoint, they really needed him. So realistically, that was a nail in the coffin for Kat. But yeah, what can I say? There's some strange things that's happening. Sitting down last night and watching it, I watched the episode twice over. I watched it just to sit down first time, just to sit down and enjoy it, and not really try and pick it apart too much. I just sit there and just enjoy the show. And then second time when I watch it, I sit down and watch it for just key little things that happen throughout, and just things that stick out to me. This is what I normally talk about. But talking about something with my girlfriend last night when we were watching the show, and talking about how Phoebe found the idol without a clue. Just, of all places to go looking, she goes looking and manages to find it. And she got a bit upset with it because she's just, we had a bit of a disagreement. Oh, the show's scripted, and I don't believe it is, obviously, but it does raise questions as to, has she had outside help, or what was her sorry, got something in my eye here, but did she have any outside influence, from the crew as such, to where this idol might have been? My argument was last night was, well, she was the first person that we got to see that actually piped up and said, hey, where's Craig? Anyone seen Craig, and realizing that he was off by himself. And to me, being in the game, if I was playing, that screams that someone's out looking for an idol, or they're in the toilet. But I'd still go looking anyways. This is a game, and you can't let your guard down for a moment. And so she knew what direction he roughly went off in, and she just started looking. The thing I sort of tried to mention to my girlfriend last night is, we don't get to see everything that happens. We don't get to see if she got to follow him out a little bit and watched him, you know what I mean? Because they do try and hide some things, and for us to sort of guess on what's happening on the show. But I've said to her, this is not the first time that someone's gone out and found an idol without a clue. Anyone that's been a big fan of the show knows that Russell Hantz did it, and I think he did it a few times as well. So, to me, Phoebe's starting to show that she's adjusting very quickly to this game too. She's going to be a threat in this game. It sucks because I had her written off a few episodes ago, but she's definitely showing that she can adapt. She got up at all hours in the morning just to go looking for this idol. So she's going for broke in that point, knowing that people could probably potentially catch her out. And this is what Craig turns on around and says, oh, you don't really get time to go out and look for the idol. Well, mate, Phoebe just proved you wrong, Craig. So you got all the time in the world. And, in Phoebe's case, she's going for broke, and she's got to make something happen, and she has. So good on her. It was good play. But still, ultimately, this tribe now is going down the dumps. They're going to start losing a lot of challenges, I believe, unless they start throwing challenges at them that tailor to the Yellow Tribe's skills, to make it a bit more, I guess, fair all around. So, but I'm liking how the show's going. I'm liking with my predictions with my final two, Sam and Kylie. They're still in the game, still hanging in there. It sort of sucks because I wanted to see more footage of how they're going. But I think ultimately you're going to see majority of Snapu in the finals, or down in the final 10 anyways. Probably one person that's getting a little bit ahead of themselves, who thinks they're playing the game down to a T, is Andrew. Andrew thinks he's making some good plays, but he's people starting to catch on to Andrew and starting to see that he's really trying to play hard. He's doing another Nick. Nick was trying too hard to play this game, and now it seems like Andrew's trying too hard to play this game. He thinks he's calling the shots and he's the big dog in this game, and he's not. Craig is still the influencer in this tribe. Always has, and I think always will be until he's out. Connor's obviously just the sheep. He's just following. He's just doing what he's told, and that's his game right now. He has to do that. That's his game right now. I don't see it. For him, I don't see his game getting anywhere. Same with Kate. Another sheep. Sue's another sheep. Pretty much, as I said, Craig is the biggest threat in the Yellow Tribe, and I've said that from a few episodes ago. I said in a few episodes ago that that was Andrew's biggest rivalry, was Craig. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. But just going back to Kat, it amazes me that she got as far as she did, and really, the Red Tribe has itself to blame for them being in the position that they're in, being broken up and, split up to some degree. They should have had Kat out, in my opinion, and if I was playing the game, man, I would have been gunning to have Kat out in the first episode, because they didn't need her. She was not a physically strong asset in the tribe, and unfortunately that's the first half of the game. The first half of the game is all physical. If you're winning challenges, there's not much room to have a social game. You guys can sit back and relax. Sure, yeah, you do play a bit, but the social game doesn't really come into it at this point until you start losing challenges. And when you start losing challenges the way you did, and I think this is another thing I'll point out, is that this is what I think why Phoebe is becoming a better player, because that tribe has been losing. She's been forced, the Red Tribe has been forced to make tough decisions, and they've been forced to start playing the game early. So for the people that have been somewhat, for the people that have been sort of been the sheep and been taking it easy, like Kate, like Matt, like Sam, to some degree, Sue, Craig, Brooke, Flick, Andrew to some degree. These people have had it easier than most of the people on the Red Tribe, and the people on the Red Tribe have got some, I guess some experience up now to know that they know when to scramble, and they're getting a good feel for this game. And it's good that that's I guess that's the upside to having a tribe get decimated early on, is that those people get broken into the game quicker, and it forces them to work faster and start building rapport and relationships a lot faster, and just overall start playing this game and taking it seriously, And I think the only person in the game that took the game seriously so early on, from my understanding, was Evan. He obviously talked about it a bit too much, but he took the game seriously early on. And, if he was still around now, if he had made it into this far into the game now, I think he'd be a dangerous player. We don't know, obviously, because he's now no longer here. So that sucks. But you know, we never know what could happen in the future. Maybe they might do an All Stars Australia Survivor. We don't know. But this is my thoughts on this episode of Survivor. I'm very happy that Kat's now gone. One, because my two prospects are going through, you know, further into the game. If I'm going to make another prediction on who I think is going to go next, Phoebe seems like an obvious choice if the O Tribe go back to Tribe Council, but you know, she's got the idol, so obviously not. And you know, and that's another thing too that I found that was silly. She told two people, and one of whom she didn't trust, about her idol. That's just silly. That's just silly. You know what what she really could do? Craig's the biggest threat in the Yellow Tribe. She could really ultimately just turn around and, you know, and somewhat put herself in the limelight where they're going to go, oh, we'll just go Phoebe, easy vote. We can get rid of her, you know, and not really do much. Then play the idol and get Craig out. How much of a stir would that cause in the Yellow Tribe for Phoebe to do that? And normally when an idol gets used, another one gets put in play at some point, quicker, like a lot quicker down the line. Honestly, I want to know if the idol that she found is the one that Nick was meant to find, or if there's another one still out there. That's something that I would like to know. But I will. But yeah, I think if Yellow Tribe go to, you know, Tribal Council again, probably looking at Sue O'Connor, possibly Andrew. I think Andrew. Just thinking real quickly on that. If it's a blue tribe, you know, I don't see Jenna Louise going before Nick, so I'm gonna throw Nick in there. I think Nick would probably go. We haven't seen much of him in the last two episodes, so yeah, that's my prediction, anyways. But thank you for tuning in. Like and share the video. And subscribe. I'm a small YouTuber, but you know, this is Survivor, this is my passion, and I hope to see you all next year, so take it easy. Bye.